Welcome, dear friend. I'm truly glad you're here. The day has come to its gentle end. Everything that asked for your attention, every little task, every busy thought, can quietly wait until tomorrow. Tonight, there is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to finish, nothing you need to solve. Only this peaceful evening, only this quiet journey. Take one slow breath in. Feel the cool evening air filling your lungs. And gently breathe out. Again, a calm breath in, a peaceful breath out. Now, imagine yourself standing at the beginning of a narrow cobblestone path in one of Europe's oldest canal towns. The evening sky is wrapped in soft silver clouds. A gentle rain has been falling for hours. Not a heavy rain, not the kind that sends people rushing indoors. Just a quiet, patient rain that seems perfectly happy to wander through the evening. Tiny drops drift softly through the cool air. They settle upon old brick buildings, flower-filled window boxes, stone bridges, and the calm water of the canal beside you. The scent of fresh rain surrounds everything. Cool stone, damp cedar, blooming lavender, fresh earth carried gently by the evening breeze. You pause for a moment, not because you are tired, but because the world around you feels wonderfully unhurried. Ahead, the canal winds gently through the sleeping town. Its dark water mirrors rows of warm lanterns that glow beneath elegant iron posts. Every reflection stretches across the surface like flowing ribbons of gold. Then a raindrop falls. The reflection trembles. Small circles spread quietly across the water before disappearing into the darkness. The silence here feels different. It is not empty. It is alive with gentle sounds. Rain tapping softly against old rooftops. Water slipping beneath stone bridges. Leaves whispering in the evening breeze. Somewhere far away, a church bell quietly marks the passing hour. Its peaceful notes drift across the canal before melting into the gentle rhythm of the rain. You begin to walk. Your footsteps are slow, comfortable. The smooth cobblestones glisten beneath your boots. Years of rain have polished every stone until it shines beneath the lantern light. Small puddles rest between them. Each one reflects a tiny piece of the peaceful evening sky. As you continue along the canal, the busy world quietly fades behind you. The sounds of distant roads, the endless lists inside your mind, the hurried pace of the day, all seem to grow softer with every gentle step. Soon, the path becomes narrower. Old willow trees lean gracefully over the water. Their long green branches sway gently above the canal, releasing tiny droplets that sparkle briefly before joining the rain below. A family of ducks glides quietly beneath a small stone bridge. They move without hurry, without sound, leaving only delicate ripples that slowly disappear into the calm water. A light breeze brushes against your face. It carries the comforting aroma of fresh bread from a nearby bakery preparing for tomorrow morning. For a brief moment, warm bread, rain-soaked cedar, and lavender blossoms mingle together in the cool evening air. It feels wonderfully comforting. The town grows quieter still. Most windows are softly lit now. Behind one curtain, someone turns the page of a book. Behind another, a small lamp glows beside a sleeping cat curled comfortably on a windowsill. Simple moments, peaceful moments. Moments that ask nothing from the world except to exist. Then, as you round a gentle curve in the canal, you see it, resting quietly beside an old stone embankment. A beautiful wooden houseboat. Its cedar walls glow warmly beneath the rain. A single brass lantern hangs beside the entrance, casting a pool of golden light onto the small wooden deck. Flower boxes overflow with white daisies and purple lavender, their petals shimmering beneath countless tiny raindrops. Soft light shines through wide windows. Inside, you catch a glimpse of a comfortable armchair beside the glass. A bookshelf filled with well-loved novels. The gentle flicker of candlelight dancing across polished wood. The little houseboat rises and falls almost imperceptibly with the slow movement of the canal. Not enough to disturb the silence, only enough to remind you that this peaceful home floats gently upon the quiet water, for reasons you cannot quite explain. It already feels familiar, as though this little floating home has been patiently waiting for your arrival. You smile softly. The rain continues its gentle song. The canal reflects the warm evening lights. And with one last peaceful breath, you begin walking toward the welcoming glow of the houseboat, leaving the busy world a little farther behind with every quiet step. The gentle rain continues to fall, softly, patiently, as though the evening has no desire to become night too quickly. You remain standing for another quiet moment. Your eyes rest upon the little houseboat beside the canal. Its warm windows glow like tiny lanterns. Their gentle light shines against the cool blue-gray evening. There is something comforting about it, not because it is large or grand. In fact, it is quite the opposite. The little floating home is simple, It is built from weathered cedar. Over many peaceful seasons, the wood has deepened into a rich, warm color. Its wooden walls carry the quiet beauty that only time can create. Years of gentle rain have polished every plank. Now they glow softly beneath the lantern above the deck. You begin walking again. Each step brings you a little closer. The cobblestone path curves gently beside the canal. It follows the water as though it has known this route forever. The air feels even fresher here. The scent of lavender becomes stronger. Small flower boxes rest along the canal wall. They overflow with herbs and summer blossoms. The flowers seem perfectly content beneath the gentle rain. Tiny droplets gather upon every petal. For a brief moment, they sparkle like tiny crystals. Then, one by one, they quietly slip to the ground. A narrow stone bridge appears ahead. Its graceful arch crosses the canal. You slow your pace as you step onto the smooth stones. Years of gentle rain have softened their edges. Your footsteps become quieter here, almost respectful. When you reach the center of the bridge, you pause once more. The view is even more beautiful now. The canal stretches peacefully in both directions. Rows of old brick houses stand beside the water. Their windows glow with warm amber light. Some curtains remain open. Inside one home, an elderly woman gently waters a small fern on her windowsill. Inside another, a family quietly finishes their evening meal beneath soft hanging lamps. No voices reach you, only gentle movements. Simple moments unfolding behind rain-covered glass. Farther along the canal, a narrow bicycle rests against an old iron railing. Tiny raindrops sparkle on its handlebars. Below the bridge, a small wooden rowboat rocks gently on the water. Its rope rises and falls with the slow rhythm of the canal. It never strains. It never pulls. It simply moves with the water. You rest your hands upon the cool stone railing. The rain has left it smooth beneath your fingertips. Looking down, you watch the quiet water below. Hundreds of tiny raindrops touch the canal every minute. Each drop creates a perfect little circle. For just a moment, each circle slowly grows. Some meet another. Then they quietly disappear. Nothing is disturbed. Nothing is left behind. There is something deeply comforting about watching them. They ask for nothing. They simply arrive. They become part of the water. Then they quietly fade away. A soft breeze drifts across the bridge. Nearby willow branches begin to sway. Their long green leaves gently brush the surface of the canal, like the light strokes of a painter's brush. The evening feels quietly alive, not with excitement, but with peaceful little moments waiting to be noticed. A robin gently shakes the rain from its feathers beneath an old oak tree. Farther away, a small cafe owner carefully lowers a striped awning for the night. The last customer steps outside. A dark umbrella opens. Then the quiet figure disappears into the gentle rain. One by one, the little town settles into its evening rhythm. There is no hurry. There is no noise. Only peaceful routines. Simple moments repeated with care. You smile softly. It feels comforting to know that life moves gently here. Your eyes return to the houseboat. This time, you notice something new. Beside the entrance, a small wooden sign hangs beneath the lantern. Its lettering has faded over the years. The rain has softened the paint, but the name is still easy to read. Evening Tide, a beautiful name, a peaceful name. It feels as though it has always belonged here, floating quietly beneath the rain. The lantern beside the door sways ever so slightly in the evening breeze. Its golden reflection stretches across the dark water. It looks almost like a welcoming path. For one quiet moment, you have the gentle feeling that the little houseboat is not simply waiting for a visitor. It is waiting for you. With that comforting thought, you leave the bridge behind. You follow the warm lantern light, and the gentle rain continues to whisper all around you. The gentle rain continues, softly, steadily. It falls upon the quiet canal. It falls upon the old stone bridge behind you. It falls upon the little houseboat waiting ahead. You walk slowly along the narrow path. There is no need to hurry. The evening seems to move at its own peaceful pace. With every step, the warm light from the houseboat grows a little brighter. The wooden deck comes into view. It is small, simple, beautiful in its own quiet way. A few flower boxes rest beside the railing. White daisies bloom peacefully beside fresh lavender. Tiny drops of rain rest upon every petal. A gentle breeze arrives. The flowers sway slowly. Their fresh scent drifts through the cool evening air. It mixes with the smell of wet cedar, rain, and the calm water of the canal. You smile softly. The little houseboat already feels welcoming. A narrow wooden pier reaches out across the water. It connects the quiet canal path to the floating home. The wood is dark from the evening rain. Small drops shine beneath the warm lantern above the door. You step onto the pier. The old wood answers with a quiet creak, a friendly sound, not loud, not surprising, just enough to remind you that this little place has welcomed many peaceful evenings before tonight. You take another slow step, then another. The canal moves gently beneath you. Small waves touch the wooden posts below. Tap, pause, tap. The peaceful sound blends perfectly with the falling rain. You stop for a moment near the middle of the pier. The view is even more beautiful from here. The canal stretches quietly into the distance. Warm lights glow from every window along the water. Some reflections are long, some are short. Each one dances softly whenever another raindrop touches the canal. You look up. The sky is a deep shade of blue. Clouds drift slowly across the evening. There are no stars tonight, only soft rain, and somehow that feels perfect. A pair of ducks glides quietly past the pier. They move so gently that the water hardly notices. Only a few small ripples spread behind them. Then the canal becomes calm once again. You rest your hand upon the smooth wooden railing. It feels cool from the rain. The grain of the cedar is soft beneath your fingertips. Years of wind, rain, and sunshine have given the wood a quiet beauty that cannot be hurried. Beside the door hangs a brass lantern. Its golden light shines through tiny drops of rain. The glass is clear. The flame inside burns steadily. It never flickers for long. Even the gentle breeze seems careful not to disturb it. Beneath the lantern hangs a small brass bell. It is simple, round, polished by time. The little bell waits quietly beside the door. Perhaps it has welcomed visitors for many years. Perhaps it has only welcomed a few. Tonight, it will welcome you. You notice a small wooden bench beside the entrance. A folded wool blanket rests neatly across one end. Beside it stands a pair of rain boots, a tiny watering can, and a clay pot filled with fresh rosemary. The simple details make the little houseboat feel lived in, loved, cared for. The rain continues to whisper around you. The canal rocks the houseboat with slow, gentle movements, almost like breathing. You stand quietly for another moment, listening. Rain upon the roof, rain upon the water, the soft sound of the lantern chain moving gently in the breeze. Everything feels peaceful. Everything feels safe. You reach for the polished brass handle. It feels cool beneath your hand. Behind the wooden door, a warm light waits for you. And so does the quiet evening that will soon become your home. The brass handle turns quietly beneath your hand. The wooden door opens with ease. There is no loud sound, only the soft whisper of polished wood. Warm air greets you at once. It feels gentle after the cool evening rain. You step inside. The door closes slowly behind you. Outside, the rain continues its peaceful song. Inside, everything is calm. For a moment, you simply stand still. Your eyes slowly explore the little floating home. The cabin is warm, not bright, not dark, just enough soft light to make every corner feel comfortable. A small table lamp glows beside the window. Several candles burn quietly on a wooden shelf. Their tiny flames move gently with the slow motion of the houseboat. The walls are made of cedar. The wood is smooth, golden, beautifully cared for. It carries the quiet scent of warm timber mixed with fresh rain. The smell is comforting. It reminds you of peaceful evenings far away from busy places. A woven rug rests beneath your feet. Its soft colors remind you of the canal outside. Warm cream, gentle blue, soft green. The houseboat moves almost without notice. A slow rise, a slow fall, like a peaceful breath. Nothing feels unsteady. The movement is gentle enough to help your shoulders relax. Near the window sits a comfortable armchair. A thick wool blanket is folded neatly across one side. A small cushion rests against the back. Someone has prepared this quiet corner with great care. Beside the chair stands a round wooden table. A ceramic mug waits there. Next to it is a small vase filled with fresh lavender. The flowers still carry tiny drops of rain. Their soft fragrance fills the room. You walk a little farther inside. Every step feels slower than the last. There is no reason to rush. The evening is in no hurry. Neither are you. A small bookshelf stands beside the wall. Its shelves hold well-loved novels, travel journals, nature books, and a few old maps, carefully rolled and tied with blue ribbon. Nothing looks expensive. Everything looks meaningful. Above the shelf hangs a small painting. It shows this very canal on another rainy evening. The same stone bridge, the same quiet water, the same warm lights reflected across the canal. You wonder how many peaceful nights this little houseboat has seen. Perhaps hundreds, perhaps thousands. Near the ceiling hangs a small wooden clock. Its gentle ticking blends naturally with the sound of the rain. Tick, pause, tick, pause. The quiet rhythm makes the room feel even calmer. In one corner of the cabin stands a small cast iron stove. A soft fire glows behind its glass door. The flames move slowly. Their warm light dances across the cedar walls. A black kettle rests quietly on top. Tiny curls of steam rise from its spout. The water inside is almost ready. You smile. A warm cup of tea suddenly feels like the perfect way to spend this rainy evening. The houseboat gives another gentle sway. Outside, rain slides softly down the windows. The canal carries long ribbons of golden light beneath the peaceful night. Inside, warm wood, soft candlelight, the quiet fire, and the comforting smell of cedar surround you. It no longer feels like a place you have just entered. It feels like a place that has quietly welcomed you home. For the first time today, you take a slow breath and feel completely at peace. The rain continues outside, soft upon the roof, soft upon the windows, soft upon the peaceful canal. Its gentle rhythm fills every quiet corner of the little houseboat. The small kettle begins to sing, not loudly, just a soft, friendly whistle. You walk toward the tiny kitchen. It is simple. Everything has its place. Open wooden shelves hold a collection of ceramic mugs. Each one is a little different. One is painted with blue wildflowers, another with small green leaves. One has tiny sailing boats drifting across its smooth white surface. You choose the blue one. It feels warm and comfortable in your hands. Beside the mugs are several glass jars. Each is filled with dried herbs: chamomile, lavender, mint, lemon balm. A small handwritten label hangs from every jar. The letters are neat, carefully written many years ago. You gently open the jar of chamomile. A soft floral scent rises into the warm air. It is light, fresh, peaceful. You add a small spoonful to a little teapot, then a few lavender flowers, just enough to bring a gentle sweetness. Finally, a few fresh mint leaves. Their cool fragrance fills the little kitchen. The kettle is ready. You lift it carefully. Steam rises slowly into the warm light. The hot water flows into the teapot. A quiet cloud of steam drifts upward. For a few peaceful moments, nothing happens. The herbs slowly release their color. Their fragrance becomes richer. The whole cabin begins to smell warm and comforting. Rain, cedar wood, chamomile, lavender, fresh mint. Every breath feels calm. You carry the teapot to the small table by the window. The houseboat gives a slow, gentle sway beneath your feet. Outside, the rain never stops. Tiny drops slide down the glass. some travel alone, some join together before quietly slipping toward the wooden frame. You pour the tea. The warm cup rests comfortably between your hands. Its gentle heat slowly spreads through your fingers. You wait a moment before taking the first sip. There is no reason to hurry. The evening is patient. The tea will be ready when you are. At last, you lift the cup. The first sip is warm, soft, comforting. The chamomile is gentle. The lavender is delicate. The mint leaves a cool, fresh taste that lingers for just a moment. You smile. It feels exactly right for a rainy evening like this. Outside the window, a narrow canal boat glides quietly through the rain. Its small lantern glows softly at the front. The captain moves slowly, almost silently. Within a minute, the boat disappears beneath the old stone bridge. Only a few gentle ripples remain behind. Then, the canal becomes peaceful once again. You take another slow sip. The candles continue to glow. The little fire inside the stove burns with a quiet orange light. The wooden walls seem warmer now. Even the rain sounds softer than before. Your shoulders begin to relax. Your breathing becomes slower. The busy thoughts of the day quietly drift away. There is only this warm cup of tea, the gentle rain, the slow movement of the houseboat, and the peaceful feeling that, for tonight, the world has become wonderfully simple. The rain continues, softly, steadily. It falls across the quiet canal. It taps gently upon the roof above you. The peaceful sound has become part of the evening. You set your empty teacup on the little wooden table. For a moment, you simply listen. The rain, the quiet fire, the gentle ticking of the clock, the slow movement of the houseboat. Everything seems to breathe together. Your eyes wander toward the bookshelf. It stands against the cedar wall near the window. Not very tall, not very wide, just enough to hold a lifetime of quiet stories. You walk over slowly. The wooden floor gives a soft creak beneath your feet. A friendly sound, like the houseboat quietly noticing your footsteps. The shelves are filled with books of every size. Some have deep blue covers. Others are wrapped in soft green cloth. A few are made of worn brown leather. Their corners are smooth from years of careful hands turning gentle pages. You run your fingers slowly across the spines. Each one feels different. Some are cool. Some are slightly warm from the cozy cabin. Many titles have faded with time. A few can no longer be read at all. Near the bottom shelf, something catches your eye. A small leather journal. It is tucked quietly behind two larger books, almost hidden. Its cover is the color of warm chestnut wood. The leather is soft. The edges are gently worn. A thin blue ribbon rests between its pages. You lift it carefully. A tiny cloud of cedar scent rises into the warm air. The journal feels surprisingly light, as though it has been waiting patiently for someone to open it again. You carry it back to the armchair beside the window. Outside, the rain continues to paint quiet patterns across the glass. The canal glows beneath rows of warm lanterns. Inside, the candles burn peacefully. The fire gives a soft crackle every now and then. You settle comfortably into the chair. The wool blanket rests across your knees. The little houseboat rocks gently beneath you, almost like a cradle. You open the journal. The paper is thick, smooth. Its pages have turned a warm shade of cream over the years. The handwriting is neat, slowly written. Every letter was formed with care. The first page is simple. It says only, "For evenings when the rain is kind." You smile. There is something comforting about those few words. You turn to another page. There is no adventure, no mystery, only quiet notes from peaceful evenings. A cup of chamomile tea shared beside the window. The first spring flowers blooming along the canal. The sound of ducks passing beneath the bridge before sunrise. The smell of fresh bread drifting across the water on rainy mornings. Simple moments, the kind that many people might forget, yet someone believed they were worth remembering. You continue reading. Each page feels calm. Each memory is gentle. It reminds you that happiness is often found in very small things. A warm light, a quiet room, a soft blanket, the sound of rain. Outside, a light breeze touches the canal. The reflections shimmer softly for a moment. Then the water becomes still again. You close the journal for now, not because you have reached the end, but because there is no need to rush. There will be time to read more later. You rest the little journal beside your chair. The blue ribbon slips gently between its pages once again, almost as though it is quietly keeping your place. The rain continues its peaceful song. The fire glows warmly. The houseboat rocks with slow, gentle movements. And somehow, the little floating home feels even more familiar than it did before. Almost as if the quiet stories inside that old journal have already begun to welcome you into their peaceful world. The rain continues through the evening, softly, quietly, like a gentle song playing in the background of the little houseboat. You sit for a while with the old journal beside you. The leather cover rests peacefully on the wooden table. You do not open it again just yet. Some moments are better when they are simply enjoyed. The warm cabin surrounds you. The fire inside the small stove glows softly. Tiny flames move behind the glass door. They rise, then slowly disappear. Again and again, a peaceful little dance. The candles beside the bookshelf continue to shine. Their golden light falls across the old books, across the wooden walls, across the pages of the forgotten journal. Everything looks softer beneath the warm glow. You look toward the window. The canal is still there, quiet, beautiful. The rain has created a thin mist above the water. The far side of the canal looks slightly blurred. The old houses seem to float inside a peaceful painting. Their lights glow through the rain. Their reflections move slowly across the dark water. You stand and walk closer to the window. Your hand gently touches the cool glass. Tiny drops of rain gather beneath your fingertips. Outside, the world has become wonderfully slow. A small boat rests beside the opposite bank. Its rope moves gently with the water. A flower basket hangs from an old balcony. The flowers are closed now, resting peacefully after the long rainy day. A lantern hangs above a nearby doorway. The flame inside moves slightly whenever the wind passes, but it never goes out. It simply returns to its calm glow. You notice how many small things are happening around you. Things that are easy to miss during a busy day. The sound of rain, the movement of water, the warm light from a distant window, the quiet shape of trees beside the canal, the gentle rocking of the houseboat beneath your feet. You take a slow breath. The air inside is warm. It carries the scent of cedar wood, fresh tea, and the faint smell of lavender from the flowers beside the window. Everything feels peaceful. Everything feels complete. After a while, you decide to step outside onto the small deck. You open the door slowly. A cool breeze welcomes you. The rain is lighter now. Only a soft mist of tiny drops falls from the evening sky. You step onto the wooden deck. The houseboat moves gently beneath you. The canal stretches quietly in front of you. The lantern above the entrance shines warmly. Its reflection dances across the water below. You wrap your hands around the wooden railing. The wood feels cool and smooth. The rain has made it fresh and clean. For a few quiet minutes, you simply stand there, listening. The sound of water touching the boat, the soft rain falling around you. the distant sound of a town settling into sleep. Somewhere far away, a window closes, a door gently locks, a final light disappears. The little canal slowly becomes quieter. The night is arriving, but it does not feel empty. It feels peaceful, safe, comforting. You look back at the warm cabin behind you, the soft lights, the waiting chair, the old journal, the little fire. Everything is ready for a long, restful night. You take one more slow breath. The rain continues. The canal continues. The little houseboat continues its gentle movement upon the water, and you realize you are no longer just visiting this peaceful place. For this quiet, rainy night, you belong here. The rain continues. Softly, slowly, the little houseboat rests peacefully on the calm canal. You remain outside for a few more moments. The cool evening air touches your face. The gentle rain settles upon the wooden deck. The lantern above the door creates a small circle of warm light around you. Everything beyond that light feels quiet, still, peaceful. After a while, you step back inside. The warmth of the cabin welcomes you again. The wooden door closes gently behind you. Outside, the rain continues its soft rhythm. Inside, the little houseboat feels even more comfortable than before. You remove your coat and place it carefully beside the entrance. A small wooden hook holds a few old umbrellas. Each one looks like it has its own story. One has a dark blue handle. Another has a small patch near the corner. Simple things. Things that have been used and loved. You walk slowly through the cabin. Tonight feels different now. When you first arrived, everything was new. But now, the warm lights, the cedar walls, the quiet movement of the boat, they all feel familiar, like a place you have known for a long time. You notice a small hallway beside the living area. A narrow wooden door stands at the end. A tiny brass handle shines beneath the candlelight. You open it gently. Inside is a small reading corner, a hidden little space built into the side of the houseboat. A comfortable chair rests beside another window. A soft blanket is folded neatly on the seat. Beside it stands a small wooden table. On the table, a pair of old reading glasses, a small candle, and a dried flower placed carefully inside a glass frame. You step closer. The flower is a small white daisy. Its petals have kept their shape. Its color has faded slightly with time. Beneath the frame is a tiny note. Only a few words are written. Keep the quiet moments. You read the words slowly. Then you look outside the small window beside the chair. The view is beautiful. The canal looks different from here. The water is closer. The rain creates tiny circles right below the glass. Each drop arrives. Make a little mark. Then it becomes part of the calm water. You sit down for a moment. The chair is soft, comfortable, perfect for a rainy night. The little houseboat moves gently beneath you, a slow sway, a quiet movement, almost like a peaceful rocking chair. You close your eyes for a few seconds. The sounds around you blend together. Rain on the window, water against the wooden sides, the quiet hum of the little stove, the soft ticking of the clock. Nothing is loud. Nothing interrupts. The whole world feels far away. You open your eyes again. On the small table beside the chair, you notice something you did not see before. A folded piece of paper rests beneath the candle. It looks like an old map. The edges are soft from time to time, a little worn, a little faded. You gently pick it up. The paper unfolds slowly. It shows the canal, the bridges, the old streets, and a small handwritten mark beside the houseboat. A note beside it says, "Places where peaceful evenings were found." You smile softly. It is not a treasure map, not something leading to a hidden secret. It is something much simpler. A map of quiet moments. A reminder that peaceful places exist everywhere. Sometimes, you only need to slow down enough to notice them. Outside, the rain continues. Inside, the candle burns gently beside the old map. The houseboat rocks softly on the water, and you sit comfortably in your little reading corner, discovering that this quiet, floating home still has many peaceful stories waiting to be found. The rain continues outside, softly, quietly. The little houseboat remains wrapped in the peaceful sound of the night. You stay in the small reading corner for a while. The old map rests gently in your hands. The paper feels delicate, not fragile, just carefully aged by many years. The edges are slightly curved. The corners are softened. A quiet reminder that someone has held this map before you. Someone who also enjoyed slow evenings, warm lights, and the peaceful sound of rain. You place the map on the small wooden table beside the candle. The flame moves gently above it. Golden light travels across the faded paper. Slowly, the details become easier to see. There are small drawings of the canal, little bridges, old streets, tiny houses beside the water. The map is not like the ones used for directions. It does not show busy roads. It does not mark crowded places. Instead, it shows quiet corners, A small garden beside the canal, a bench beneath a willow tree, a narrow path where flowers grow in spring, a tiny bakery that opens early each morning, and beside the houseboat, a small handwritten circle. You look closer. There is a note written beside it. Best place to listen to the rain. You smile softly. It feels like a simple thought, but somehow it feels meaningful. You imagine someone sitting exactly where you are now, perhaps many years ago, perhaps on another rainy night, holding this same map, listening to the same gentle sounds, the same rain, the same water moving quietly beneath the floor. The houseboat gives a slow, gentle movement. The old wooden walls make a soft sound, a quiet creak, almost like the boat is remembering. You look around the cabin again. The candles, the books, the warm wooden walls, the little reading corner. Everything seems connected. Every object has a story. Every corner has a memory. You carefully fold the map again. Not quickly, not carelessly. You take your time. The paper returns to its original shape. You place it beside the journal. Two quiet pieces of the houseboat's past, waiting peacefully together. The rain becomes slightly heavier for a few moments. Not a storm, just a deeper rhythm. The sound on the roof changes. Soft drops become a gentle pattern. Tap, tap, tap. The sound fills the cabin. It feels almost musical. You walk back toward the main room. The small stove still glows warmly. The fire inside moves slowly. A soft orange light dances across the floor. You notice a small wooden cabinet near the kitchen. Its door has a tiny brass handle. Beside it sits a handwritten card. The writing is simple. Warm things for rainy nights. You open the cabinet carefully. Inside, you find a few simple treasures. A soft wool scarf, a small ceramic bowl, a collection of tea blends, and a beautiful wooden music box. The music box is small enough to fit in your hands. Its surface is smooth. A tiny carving of waves decorates the lid. You lift the lid slowly. A gentle melody begins to play. Very quiet, very soft. The notes float through the cabin. They mix with the rain, with the fire, with the gentle movement of the houseboat. You do not recognize the tune, but somehow it feels familiar, like a memory you almost remember. You sit down again. The music box rests beside the old map. The candle burns softly. The rain continues. And for a little while, you simply listen. No thoughts to chase. No place to go. Only a warm cabin, a quiet canal, and a peaceful rainy night that seems to last forever. The little music box slowly comes to an end. The final note fades gently into the cabin. For a few seconds, there is only silence, a peaceful kind of silence, the kind that feels warm, the kind that makes you want to stay a little longer. Outside, the rain continues falling across the canal. Soft drops touch the wooden roof. They slide down the windows. They disappear into the dark water below. The little houseboat remains still and comfortable. You look toward the small kitchen. The warm light above the wooden counter makes the space feel inviting. It is not a large kitchen. There are no unnecessary things. Only simple items that make the little home feel complete. A wooden cutting board rests beside a small ceramic bowl. A row of copper cups hangs above the counter. Their surfaces shine softly beneath the candlelight. A few glass jars sit neatly on a shelf. Inside are dried herbs, fresh spices, and small ingredients carefully stored for quiet evenings. You walk closer. The wooden floor gives a gentle sound beneath your feet. The houseboat moves slightly with the water, a slow movement, a peaceful reminder that you are floating on a quiet canal. You open one small cabinet. Inside are carefully folded kitchen towels, a few handmade plates, and a collection of simple bowls. Each piece looks different. Some have tiny blue patterns. Some have small painted flowers. They look like they were chosen one by one over many years. Not to match perfectly, but to create a feeling of home. You find a small basket beside the counter. Inside are a few simple things prepared for the evening. A loaf of fresh bread, a small jar of honey, some soft cheese wrapped in paper, and a few apples with their skin still shining from the rain. Nothing complicated, just comforting food for a quiet night. You slice a small piece of bread. The sound is gentle. The fresh scent fills the cabin. Warm bread, wooden walls, rain outside. It feels like the perfect combination. You place. The sweet scent rises softly. You sit near the window once again. The rain-covered glass looks like a painting. Outside, the canal lights continue to glow. A small boat passes slowly in the distance. Its lantern moves across the water like a tiny floating star. Then it disappears behind the mist. You take a slow bite. The bread is soft. The honey is sweet. The simple taste feels comforting. Sometimes, the smallest things bring the greatest peace. A warm room, a quiet meal, the sound of rain, the feeling of being somewhere safe. You look around the cabin. The old journal rests beside the map. The music box sits quietly on the table. The candles continue burning. Every little object seems to belong exactly where it is. The houseboat does not feel like a place filled with things. It feels like a place filled with memories. You finish your small meal slowly. There is no need to rush. The evening has plenty of time. You wash the plate carefully. The sound of water running softly joins the rain outside. Then you turn off the small kitchen light. Only the candles remain. Only the fire. Only the warm glow of the lamps. You return to the comfortable chair beside the window. The houseboat rocks gently beneath you. The canal whispers quietly outside. And as you listen, you realize something simple. This peaceful night is not about doing more. It is about noticing more. The warmth, the rain, the quiet moments, the little things that make an ordinary evening feel special. The rain continues. Softly, slowly, the little houseboat rests peacefully on the quiet canal. After your simple meal, you return to the chair beside the window, the same chair that welcomed you when you first arrived. The soft blanket is still waiting. The warm light from the lamp falls gently across the room. You sit down. The cushion feels comfortable beneath you. The wool blanket rests lightly over your legs. Outside, the canal stretches into the rainy night. The world beyond the window has become quieter. The busy sounds of the town have almost disappeared. Only small sounds remain. Rain falling on rooftops, water moving beneath the boat, the occasional sound of a distant door closing. Everything feels slow. Everything feels peaceful. You watch the raindrops on the glass. Each one follows its own little path. Some move quickly, some move slowly. Some stop for a moment before joining another drop. Together, they create tiny rivers across the window. The warm candlelight reflects on the glass. For a moment, you see both worlds at once. The cozy cabin inside and the quiet rainy canal outside. It feels like sitting between two peaceful places. You reach for the old journal beside you, not to read, only to hold it for a moment. The leather cover feels smooth beneath your hand. You think about the person who wrote inside, someone who also sat here, someone who also listened to this rain. Perhaps they watched the same reflections. Perhaps they enjoyed the same quiet moments. You open the journal to a random page. A small drawing appears. It shows a little window, rain falling outside, a candle glowing inside. Below the drawing are a few simple words. Some evenings are meant to be remembered. You read the sentence slowly. Then you close the journal again. Some words do not need many explanations. They simply feel true. The fire inside the small stove gives a quiet crackle. You turn your attention toward it. The flames move gently behind the glass. Their warm glow dances across the wooden walls. The shadows shift slowly, never suddenly, never sharply, just a soft movement of light and warmth. The houseboat gives another gentle sway. The movement feels natural now. You barely notice it. It feels like the boat is quietly carrying you through the night. You look outside again. The rain has created a silver mist above the canal. The old bridge nearby is almost hidden. Only the warm lanterns remain visible through the soft curtain of rain. A single leaf falls from a tree beside the water. It lands gently on the canal. For a moment, it floats peacefully. Then the slow current carries it away. A small journey, a quiet journey, just like this evening. You take a deep breath. The air inside the cabin is warm. It carries the scent of cedar, lavender, and the faint sweetness of the honey from your evening meal. Your breathing becomes slower. Your shoulders feel lighter. The day feels farther away now. The little houseboat feels like its own small world. A world made of warm lights, quiet rain, and peaceful water. You remain beside the window for a long time, not thinking about tomorrow, not remembering yesterday, only being here, only listening, only allowing this rainy night to gently surround you. The rain continues through the night. Softly, calmly, the little houseboat rests upon the quiet canal. The water beneath you moves with a slow and peaceful rhythm. Every few moments, a small wave touches the wooden side of the boat. A gentle sound, a quiet reminder that you are floating. You remain beside the window. The candle beside you burns lower now. Its flame is smaller, softer, but still warm. The room feels different than it did earlier, not because anything has changed, but because you have become part of it. The cedar walls, the wooden floor, the gentle movement of the houseboat, the sound of the rain. Everything feels familiar now. You slowly stand from the chair. The blanket rests neatly beside you. You walk toward the small door that leads to the front deck. Before opening it, you pause. You listen. Outside, the rain, the water, the quiet night. You open the door slowly. A cool breeze enters the cabin. Fresh rain air fills the room. You step outside. The wooden deck is slightly wet. Tiny drops shine beneath the lantern light. The canal looks beautiful at night. The water is darker now, almost like a smooth piece of glass. The lights from the houses nearby stretch across the surface. Long golden lines move gently with every small ripple. You hold the wooden railing. The cedar feels cool beneath your hands. The rain touches your face, very lightly, like a soft mist. You do not feel the need to go back inside. Not yet. This moment feels too peaceful. You look along the canal. The town is almost completely quiet. Most windows are dark now. Only a few warm lights remain. A small lamp glows above a doorway across the water. Another shines from an upstairs window. Tiny signs of life in the sleeping town. Far away, a small boat moves slowly through the canal. Its engine makes almost no sound, only a soft movement through the water. A single lantern hangs at the front. It passes beneath the bridge, then disappears into the gentle mist. The canal returns to silence. You take a slow breath. The air feels clean. The rain feels refreshing. The night feels endless. Above you, the clouds move slowly across the sky. There is no moon tonight, but the darkness does not feel empty. The warm lights, the gentle rain, the peaceful water, they are enough. You notice a small wooden bench at the front of the deck. You sit down. The wood is cool beneath you. You pull the soft blanket around your shoulders. The houseboat moves gently below, a slow rocking motion. Forward, then back. Forward, then back. Almost like a quiet lullaby. You close your eyes for a moment. The sounds become clearer. Rain falling on the roof. Water touching the boat. The distant whisper of the wind. The soft creaking of old wood. All of these sounds come together, not as separate noises, but as one peaceful song. You stay there for a while. No thoughts to follow. No worries to carry. Only the gentle rain. Only the calm canal. Only this small floating home beneath the quiet night sky. After some time, you open your eyes again. The warm cabin light shines behind you. The little houseboat is waiting, ready to welcome you back inside. And slowly, you stand. You leave the peaceful deck behind, carrying with you the calm feeling of the rainy night. The kind of calm that stays with you, even after you close the door. The wooden door closes gently behind you. The cool night air remains outside. The warmth of the little houseboat surrounds you once again. The rain continues its quiet melody. Soft drops touch the roof. Tiny streams of water move slowly down the windows. The canal outside remains calm and peaceful. You remove the blanket from your shoulders and place it carefully over the back of the chair. The small reading corner waits nearby. The old journal rests beside the faded map. The music box sits quietly where you left it. Nothing has changed, and yet the room feels even more peaceful now. Perhaps because you have spent time listening. Perhaps because the houseboat no longer feels like a new place. It feels familiar, like a quiet friend that has welcomed you for the evening. You walk toward the small table near the fireplace. A candle stands there. Its flame is smaller than before. The wax has slowly melted around its base. You pick up a small matchbox resting beside it. The simple wooden box has a tiny painting on the top, a little sailboat moving across calm water. You smile. Even the smallest things in this home seem to carry a peaceful story. You light another candle. A soft glow appears. Slowly, the room becomes warmer. The new candle joins the gentle light of the lamps. Together, they create a quiet golden atmosphere. You sit beside the fireplace. The chair feels warm from the nearby fire. The flames move slowly behind the glass. A soft orange glow fills the corner of the cabin. You notice a small wooden tray beside the stove. On it rests a ceramic bowl filled with dried flower petals, lavender, rose, and tiny pieces of dried orange peel. You lift the bowl gently. The scent is soft, sweet, comforting. It reminds you of peaceful gardens after rain. You place it beside the candle. The little fragrance spreads through the room. Outside, the rain becomes slightly softer, not stopping, just changing its rhythm. The drops on the roof sound lighter now, almost like a quiet whisper. You look toward the window. The canal lights continue to shine. The reflections move slowly across the water. The houseboat gently rises and falls. A slow movement, a natural movement. You place your hand on the wooden table. The surface is smooth beneath your fingers. Years of care have made the wood feel warm and familiar. You think about all the quiet evenings this little home has known, all the cups of tea, all the books read beside the window, all the peaceful nights spent listening to rain. The thought feels comforting because tonight you are now part of that story. You do not need to do anything special. You do not need to create a perfect moment. You only need to enjoy this one. The candle burns quietly. The fire glows softly. The rain continues outside. The little houseboat rests peacefully on the canal. You take a slow breath, and with every breath, you feel a little more relaxed, a little more comfortable, a little more at home. The night is becoming deeper now. The town is sleeping. The canal is quiet. And this small floating home continues to hold you gently, surrounded by warmth, rain, and peaceful silence. The night grows deeper. The rain continues. Softly, gently, the little houseboat rests peacefully on the calm canal. Inside the cabin, everything feels slower now. The warm light seems softer. The fire moves quietly. The candles glow with a peaceful golden light. You sit beside the fireplace for a while longer. There is no need to check the time. No need to think about what comes next. The evening has its own rhythm, and you are happy to follow it. After some time, you stand slowly. The wooden floor feels warm beneath your feet. You begin to walk through the cabin again, not because you need anything, but because every corner feels worth noticing. The little houseboat has many small details, details that reveal themselves slowly. Near the kitchen, you notice a small wooden shelf that you had not looked at before. On it sits a collection of handmade cups. Each cup has a different shape. Some are smooth and simple. Some have tiny painted flowers. One has a small blue wave design around the edge. You imagine someone choosing each one carefully, not buying a whole set, just collecting little pieces over time. A home built slowly, one memory at a time. Beside the cups, there is a small framed photograph. You lift it gently. The picture shows the same houseboat many years ago. The wooden walls look younger. The flowers beside the railing are smaller, but the feeling is the same. Warm, quiet, peaceful. The canal behind the boat looks almost unchanged. The same water, the same bridges, the same gentle rain. You place the photograph back carefully. Then you continue walking. Near the entrance, a small wooden cabinet stands beneath the lantern. You open it slowly. Inside are a few simple items. A soft scarf, a small notebook, a spare blanket folded neatly, and a tiny glass jar filled with smooth stones. Each stone has a different color: gray, white, light brown, soft blue. You pick up one stone. It is smooth from years of water and time. You hold it for a moment. It feels cool and calming in your hand. A small reminder of quiet rivers, long walks, and peaceful places. You return the stone to the jar. Everything goes back exactly where it belongs. The houseboat remains quiet, patient, comfortable. You walk toward the bedroom door, but you do not enter yet. Instead, you pause beside the hallway window. From here, you can see a different part of the canal. A small bridge, a narrow path, a single lantern glowing through the rain. The view feels private, almost hidden, like a secret corner of the town that only reveals itself at night. You watch the rain for a while. The drops move slowly down the glass. The lantern outside creates small golden shapes between them. It looks almost like a painting, a peaceful painting that continues moving. The little houseboat gives another gentle sway. You feel it beneath your feet, a slow motion, a comforting motion, the kind of movement that tells you everything is all right. The day is gone now. The busy hours have disappeared. Only this quiet night remains. You take one final look around the cabin, the warm fireplace, the old journal, the faded map, the small music box, the soft lights, all the little things that made this rainy evening special. Soon, you will rest. Soon, you will close your eyes. But for now, you simply enjoy these final quiet moments. The rain keeps falling. The canal keeps flowing. And the little houseboat continues to hold you gently in its peaceful embrace. The night has become deeper now. The rain is still falling. Softly, slowly, the little houseboat rests peacefully on the dark canal. Inside, everything feels calm. The fire in the small stove has become quieter. The candles shine with a gentle glow. The warm lights make the wooden cabin feel safe and comfortable. You sit beside the window again. The old journal rests on the table. The faded map lies beside it. Two quiet memories from this peaceful place. Outside the glass, the canal is almost completely still. The reflections of the lanterns move slowly on the water. Every few moments, a raindrop touches the surface. Small circles appear, then disappear. The world feels wonderfully slow. You open the journal once more. This time, you turn to a different page. The handwriting is simple. A small note is written there. Rain makes ordinary evenings feel special. You read the words quietly. They feel true. Tonight has been made of small moments. A warm cup of tea, a quiet meal, a soft chair beside the window, the sound of water beneath the houseboat. Nothing grand, nothing rushed, just peaceful things. You close the journal gently. The little music box remains silent beside the candle. The room is filled with softer sounds now. Rain, fire, water, the slow movement of the boat. You lean back in the chair. Your eyes follow the gentle drops moving down the window. The rain feels like a curtain around the little houseboat, keeping the outside world far away, keeping this quiet night safe. You take a slow breath. The air is warm. The cabin is peaceful. And as the hours pass, the little houseboat continues floating quietly on the canal, holding you gently in the middle of the rainy night. The rain continues through the quiet night. Soft drops touch the roof above you. The sound is gentle, steady, comforting. You leave the window and move closer to the fireplace. The small stove gives a warm glow across the cabin. The flames move slowly behind the glass. Their light dances across the cedar walls. You sit in the comfortable chair beside it. The warmth reaches your hands. Your shoulders begin to relax. The little houseboat moves gently beneath you, a slow rhythm, almost like a peaceful lullaby. On the table beside the chair, the candle burns quietly. The old journal rests nearby. The map remains folded neatly. Everything is exactly where it belongs. You look around the cabin, the wooden shelves, the soft blanket, the warm lights, the peaceful little corners. This place feels like a small world of its own. Outside, the canal is silent. The town has almost disappeared into sleep. Only a few lanterns remain glowing through the rain. The fire makes a soft crackling sound. Every now and then, a tiny spark rises, then fades away. You watch it quietly. There is something relaxing about simple movements. The rain is falling. The fire is glowing. The boat gently floats. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing needs to be finished. You pull the blanket a little closer. The soft wool feels warm against your hands. Your breathing becomes slower. The day feels far away now. The little worries that followed you here become smaller, quieter, almost forgotten. You close your eyes for a moment. You listen. The rain outside, the fire inside, the gentle movement beneath you. All together, they create a peaceful sound, a sound that feels safe, a sound that feels familiar. And as the night grows deeper, you remain there beside the fireplace, warm, comfortable, and completely at peace inside the little houseboat on the rainy canal. The night becomes quieter. The rain continues. Softly, gently, the little houseboat floats peacefully on the dark canal. You remain beside the fireplace for a while. The warmth feels comforting. The quiet feels natural. After some time, you slowly stand and walk toward the window. The glass is covered with tiny drops of rain. Each drop catches the warm light from inside. For a moment, the window looks like a painting that is slowly moving. You place your hand gently against the glass. The outside world feels far away now. The busy streets, the sounds of the day, everything has become quiet. Beyond the window, the canal stretches into the darkness. A few lanterns still shine beside the water. Their reflections move softly with the gentle waves. A small tree near the canal bends slightly in the rain. Its leaves move slowly in the evening breeze. Nothing is rushed. Everything moves at a peaceful pace. You sit on the small bench beside the window. A soft cushion rests beneath you. The wooden frame feels warm from the cabin. You watch the rain for a long time, not thinking, just listening. The sound of rain has changed now. It is softer than before, like a quiet whisper above the roof. The houseboat gives a gentle movement, a slow rise, a slow fall. The feeling is calming, like being gently carried by the water. You notice a small lamp beside the window. Its golden light shines on an old book resting nearby. You pick it up, not to read, only to feel its quiet presence. Another simple thing in this peaceful home. You place it back carefully. The candle beside you flickers softly. The fire continues glowing. The rain continues falling. Everything feels balanced. Everything feels complete. You take a slow breath. The warm air fills your lungs. Then you breathe out. Slowly. The night feels longer now, but not empty. It feels like a quiet place where you can finally rest. A place where nothing is asking you to hurry. Only the rain. Only the water. The rain continues. Softly, calmly. The little houseboat remains peaceful beneath the quiet night sky. You leave the window and return to the small wooden table. The old journal is still there, waiting quietly beside the candle. You pick it up once again. The leather cover feels warm now, familiar. You open it slowly. The pages move gently beneath your fingers. The handwriting continues from where you stopped before. Simple notes, small memories, peaceful moments. One page describes a rainy evening much like this one. A warm fire, a cup of tea, a quiet canal, a person sitting beside the window and listening to the rain. You smile softly. It feels almost like reading a memory that belongs to tonight. You turn another page. There is a small drawing, a little houseboat beneath falling rain. Beside it, a few words. Home is where the heart becomes quiet. You pause for a moment. The sentence feels simple, but meaningful. You look around the cabin, the warm lights, the wooden walls, the soft blanket, the gentle movement of the boat. Maybe that is what makes this place special. Not the size, not the decorations, but the feeling it gives you. A feeling of comfort, a feeling of being safe. You close the journal carefully. The candle beside you flickers softly. Outside, the rain continues its peaceful rhythm. The canal remains still. The world seems to be sleeping around you. You place the journal back on the table. Then you rest your hands together and listen. The roof above you, the water below you, the quiet fire nearby. All of these sounds become one gentle song. Your breathing becomes slower. Your thoughts become softer. The little houseboat continues floating peacefully through the rainy night, and you simply sit there, enjoying the quiet moment, knowing there is nowhere else you need to be. The rain falls softly. The little houseboat moves gently across the quiet water, not traveling, not leaving, just resting peacefully on the calm canal. You sit back in the comfortable chair. The room feels warmer now. The fire glows softly. The candles create small circles of golden light. Everything around you feels slow, peaceful, safe. You listen to the gentle movement beneath your feet. A quiet wooden sound, a soft touch of water against the side of the boat. The houseboat moves like a gentle cradle. Forward, then back, slowly, comfortably. You look toward the window. The canal lights are still shining outside. Their reflections move softly on the dark water. The rain creates tiny waves, small moments of movement in an otherwise peaceful night. You notice how quiet the world has become. No footsteps on the street. No voices from nearby homes. Only the sounds of the night. The rain. The water. The wooden walls. The soft fire. You pick up the warm blanket and place it around your shoulders. The wool feels comfortable against your skin. It carries a faint scent of cedar and lavender, a scent that reminds you of this little floating home. You close your eyes for a moment. Your breathing becomes slower. The sounds around you become clearer. The rain feels closer. The water feels calmer. The warmth feels deeper. You imagine the little houseboat gently floating through the night, protected by the quiet canal, surrounded by soft rain, carried by peaceful water. There is no need to think about tomorrow. There is no need to remember the busy hours behind you. This moment is enough. A warm room, a gentle rain, a quiet night. After a while, you open your eyes again. The candle flame moves softly beside you. The fire continues its peaceful glow. The little houseboat gives another gentle sway, and you realize you are completely comfortable here. The rainy night has become a place of rest, a place where your mind can slow down, a place where sleep can arrive naturally. The little houseboat remains surrounded by the peaceful sounds of the night. You sit quietly for a while longer. The warmth of the cabin, the soft glow of the fire, the gentle movement of the water. Everything feels perfectly calm. After some time, You slowly stand. You walk toward the window one last time before resting. Outside, the canal looks different now. The night has grown deeper. The lights from the old houses are fewer. Only a few warm lanterns remain shining through the rain. Their reflections move slowly across the dark water. A peaceful painting made of light and rain. You watch quietly. A small leaf floats along the canal. It moves slowly with the gentle current. No hurry, no destination, just peacefully following the water. You smile. There is something beautiful about moving slowly. The little houseboat gives a soft movement beneath you. The wooden walls make a quiet sound, a small reminder that you are floating on the calm canal. You place your hand on the window frame. The wood feels warm. The rain outside feels cool. Two simple feelings together. Warmth inside, peace outside. You look back at the cabin. The journal rests on the table. The map is folded neatly. The music box waits quietly. The fireplace continues glowing. Every little thing feels ready for the night. You turn down one of the lamps. The room becomes softer. The shadows become warmer. The candlelight becomes more noticeable. The little houseboat feels even more peaceful now. You take a slow breath, in and out. The rain continues its gentle rhythm. The sound feels closer now, like a soft blanket of sound around the cabin. You stand there for a few more moments, just listening, just enjoying. The night does not ask you to do anything. It simply allows you to rest. Soon, you know you will move toward the bedroom. Soon, you will close your eyes. But for now, you enjoy this final quiet view of the rainy canal. The lights, the water, the gentle rain. The night is now very deep. The rain continues. Soft, slow, peaceful. The little houseboat rests quietly on the canal. You step away from the window. The cabin feels warmer than before. The lights are lower now. The fire has become a soft glow. The candles move gently with the quiet air. You look around the room one more time. The old journal, the folded map, the small music box, the comfortable chair. All the little things that made this rainy evening special. You walk slowly toward the fireplace. The flames are smaller now, still warm, still comforting. You add one small piece of wood to the fire. A quiet crackle fills the room. The warmth returns gently. You smile. Even small actions feel peaceful here. There is no hurry, no reason to rush toward sleep. The night is waiting patiently. You walk to the kitchen. The small cups and plates are clean. Everything is organized, ready for another peaceful evening. You turn off the final kitchen light. Only the soft lamps remain. The cabin becomes quieter, softer, more peaceful. You return to the window for one final moment. Outside, the rain touches the canal. The old bridge stands quietly in the distance. The lanterns glow through the mist. The world feels far away. You place your hand on the wooden wall. The cedar feels smooth beneath your fingers. This little houseboat has carried many quiet nights. And tonight, it has carried you away from the noise of the day. You take a slow breath. The scent of wood, the warmth of the fire, the sound of rain. Everything feels familiar now. The houseboat moves gently beneath you. A slow rocking motion. A peaceful rhythm. You know it is almost time to rest. You look toward the bedroom door. A warm light shines softly from inside. A comfortable bed. A soft blanket. A quiet place waiting for you. You turn away from the window. The rain continues behind you. The canal remains calm. And slowly, you begin walking toward the final peaceful moments of this rainy night. The night is quiet now. The rain continues. Softly, gently, the little houseboat rests peacefully on the calm canal. You walk slowly toward the bedroom door. The warm light from inside welcomes you. You open the door carefully. A peaceful room waits for you. The bedroom is simple, comfortable, warm. A soft bed rests beside a large window. The window looks out toward the quiet canal. Raindrops slowly move across the glass. The golden light from a small bedside lamp shines through them. The room feels calm, safe, ready for rest. You step inside. The wooden floor feels warm beneath your feet. A soft rug rests beside the bed. A thick blanket is folded neatly on top. The pillows look comfortable. Everything has been prepared for a peaceful night. You sit on the edge of the bed for a moment. The mattress feels soft beneath you. The houseboat moves gently below. A slow rocking motion, almost like a quiet lullaby. You look toward the window. Outside, the canal is still awake, but only in the gentlest way. The lanterns continue to glow. The rain continues to fall. The water continues to move slowly beneath the boat. You listen. The sound of rain on the glass. The soft movement of the houseboat. The quiet sound of the wooden walls. Everything feels familiar now. You pull the blanket closer. Its warmth surrounds you. The fabric feels soft against your hands. The room carries the gentle scent of cedar wood and lavender. A peaceful scent. A comforting scent. You take a slow breath and slowly breathe out. The day feels very far away now. all the busy moments, all the little thoughts, everything becomes quieter. The little houseboat feels like a peaceful shelter, a place away from the noise of the world, a place where you can simply rest. You turn off the small lamp beside the bed. The room becomes softer. Only the gentle glow from outside remains. The rain creates tiny patterns on the window. Slowly, quietly, beautifully, you lie down comfortably. The pillow supports your head. The blanket keeps you warm. The houseboat continues its gentle movement. And as the rain falls outside, you begin to feel completely at ease. The night is now completely peaceful. The rain continues. Softly, slowly, the little houseboat floats quietly on the calm canal. You are resting comfortably beneath the warm blanket. The bedroom is dark and cozy. Only a small amount of light enters through the rainy window. The lanterns outside create gentle golden shapes across the room. You watch them for a few quiet moments. The drops of rain move slowly down the glass. Some join together. Some disappear. Each one follows its own peaceful path. You listen. The rain on the window. The water beneath the boat. The soft movement of the wooden walls. The gentle rhythm feels familiar now, like a quiet song you have heard many times before. The houseboat moves slowly, forward, then back, a calm and gentle motion. Your body begins to relax. Your shoulders feel lighter. Your hands rest comfortably beneath the blanket. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, more peaceful. You do not need to think about anything now. Tomorrow can wait. The outside world can wait. Tonight is only for rest. The little houseboat continues to protect this quiet moment. The cedar walls hold the warmth. The rain keeps the silence peaceful. The canal carries the boat gently through the night. You close your eyes. For a moment, you imagine the view outside. The old bridge, the quiet water, the soft lantern light shining through the rain. Everything is calm. Everything is safe. The room feels warmer. The blanket feels softer. The sound of rain becomes the only thing you notice. A steady rhythm, a peaceful rhythm, a sound that slowly carries your thoughts away. Your breathing becomes even slower. Your mind becomes quieter. The little worries of the day fade like small waves disappearing on the canal. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to be. Only this peaceful room, only this gentle rain, only the quiet houseboat floating beneath the night sky. The rain continues. The water continues. The little houseboat continues its soft, comforting movement. And slowly, Very slowly, you drift closer to a deep and peaceful sleep. The rain continues. Softly, quietly, the little houseboat rests gently on the peaceful canal. You are warm beneath the soft blanket. Your eyes are closed. Your breathing is slow and calm. The busy world feels very far away now. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to finish, nothing you need to think about. Tonight, you can simply rest. The gentle sound of rain surrounds you. Rain falling on the window, rain touching the wooden roof, rain creating soft ripples on the quiet water. The little houseboat moves slowly beneath you, forward, then back, a gentle rhythm, a peaceful movement, like a soft cradle floating on the calm canal. You feel safe here. You feel comfortable here. The warm wooden walls surround you. The soft blanket keeps you warm. The peaceful rain stays beside you. You take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Again, a calm breath in, a peaceful breath out. With every breath, your body becomes more relaxed. Your hands feel lighter. Your shoulders begin to rest. Your thoughts become quieter. The little worries of the day slowly fade away. Outside the window, the lanterns continue to glow through the gentle rain. Their golden reflections move slowly across the dark water. The old bridge stands quietly in the distance. The sleeping town rests peacefully beneath the night sky. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. Everything is exactly as it should be. Inside the cabin, the last candle burns softly. The fire gives a warm and gentle glow. The cedar walls hold the peaceful silence around you. This little houseboat is your quiet shelter tonight. A place away from noise. A place away from hurry. A place where you can simply relax. The rain becomes softer. The water becomes calmer. The gentle movement of the boat becomes slower. And slowly, you drift deeper into comfort, deeper into peace, deeper into sleep. Your breathing follows the rhythm of the rain. Slow, steady, calm. The night holds you gently. The little houseboat carries you peacefully. The quiet canal flows beneath you. The rain continues its soft and comforting song. There is nothing left to do now. Nothing left to worry about. Nothing left to carry. Only rest. Only peace. Only the feeling of being safe and comfortable on this quiet, rainy night. The rain continues. The houseboat continues. The peaceful night continues. And slowly, your mind becomes still. Your body becomes completely relaxed. You drift into a deep, comfortable, peaceful sleep. Thank you for spending this quiet rainy night here. May your dreams be gentle. May your heart feel peaceful. May your rest be deep and calm. Good night, and sleep well.